guys, I'm Nida.
And I'm Tasneem.
And we are here at the beautiful Beverly Hills Spice Affair celebrating Showbiz India's Sweet 16, sponsored by Etihad Airways.
The party is just about to get started and we're here tonight to bring you all the action.
Gorgeous Jahan of Cruella. Why do you feel men are kind of afraid of the idea of women being leaders in entertainment or just leaders in general?
I don't think men are afraid of the idea of women having more powerful positions. I don't think that's the problem. I actually think the problem is that not enough women are striving to pursue some of their dreams and careers because I think there's still a lot of derogatory assumptions about women, and that in itself, there's a stigma with being a woman still, and that in itself can prevent a woman from actually trying to pursue her dreams. So I think I'm actually here today because I think it's really important to remind women that despite any sort of discrimination that still exists and derogatory assumptions about their character, that you just have to understand that that's a reflection of our society and you still need to keep focused on your dream and not let that be an obstacle.
I'm here with Mr. Harman Baweja. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Of course, the pleasure is mine. I was in LA and I heard about this, and I think I should be here, considering for everything that Showbiz has done for us here, you know.
So tonight's theme was women's empowerment.
Yeah.
Now, you being part of an industry that's predominantly male-dominated, what do you think it takes for a woman to kind of stand out and succeed?
Well, I mean, on one side you say it's male-dominated. Imagine movies with no women. I don't think I'd watch them. I don't think anyone would watch them. So I don't think it's a male-dominated, industry. Yeah, I mean, it's the economics of it are dictated, but rather governed by the men. But definitely, women are getting their, fair share of roles now. I mean, I think Priyanka has done a couple of films which are very centric. With Madhuri Dixit has done some stuff, and and so many others. I mean, practically every actor there. About women empowerment, though, I'm a very strong supporter of that. For me, I've always said this. For me, I've always believed that women are pretty much the strongest species in every way, barring physical strength. That's the only thing that men have which is stronger than women. But otherwise, be it mind, be it soul, be it anything else, women are far, far stronger and superior.
You have so many fans, and you probably get recognized wherever you go. How does it feel to kind of connect with your fans in such a casual environment like this?
No, I'm very happy to come over here, and Reshma ji, I know her because when I have given the first World Peace, Love and Harmony for Grammy submission, and this year also I have given 2 albums in Grammy. One is Bappi Lounge, one is We Are One. I am very happy. Showbiz India is outstanding. Everybody knows in USA. I am also fan of Showbiz India. All the best for 16 years. All the best for this occasion.
Now tell me something, when you're at an event like this and your song comes on the radio, do you feel like singing along or dancing?
I am here from 41 years. I have given 560 films released, and from Chalte Chalte to 2014 Gunde, super hit song, the Tune Mari Entry, and the Tamanche, both film song is mine. And I think so it's a blessing of God, and the history Ulala. I think so it's everybody like, from Amitabh Bachchan's Sharabi, Namak Halal, Graftar, Aaj Ka Arjun, to Mithun Chakravarti's all film, Disco Dancer, Jimmy Jimmy Aja Aja, to today Ulala and Gunde song.
Now speaking of Gunde, Tune Mari Entry is one of my favorite songs, and I love the Bengali part in it. Would you sing that part for us a little bit?
First line, the Bengali. Oshona, 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 tomar monta diye jao, taratari eshe jao. Oshona, Oshona, Oshona.
I am here now with Anushka Rani, star of Miss India America. Now tell us a little bit about Miss India America and what can we expect?
Sure. So Miss India America is a new film coming out next year. It's very much a coming-of-age story for the young Indian American girl. We see a lot of coming of age stories just for your average American teenager, but this one's very specific on what it's like to be an Indian American girl growing up, and then it gets into the beauty pageant world as well, which is super, super fun.
We just finished Miss India America, and we are planning for a 2015 release. And currently we're working on other projects, writing and moving forward with that. But right now our main focus is to get Miss India America out there to everyone out there.
It's about a beauty pageant, and so there's this amazing spread where all these girls do these ridiculous and wonderful talents, but so diverse, from Irish dancing to like drumming. It's completely fantastic, and shooting that was a real trip.
The most fun, I think, was the time that we spent filming all of the pageant stuff, because we had all the pageant contestants, many of whom are actually like ex-pageant girls, one of whom was like a Miss India America winner and, you know, runners-up, and so everyone had these amazing talents, and we actually had like a talent competition portion. So there was a girl doing hula dancing, there was a, you know, like a drummer, and so that was really fun.
Dr. Cabby that I made that you need to watch,
Who
November
else is in the
26th.
movie?
Kunal Nayar's in the movie, Adrienne Palicki, Isabel Kate, Katrina's sister, and me.
Who's not in it?
Him, which is even double reason why you should watch it, because Parvez Chida is not in this movie. Salman Khan. You should always say Salman Khan.
And what other movie are you in? Coming out.
Miss India America.
What can we expect of your character, Marco, on ABC Family's Melissa and Joey? 'Cause I know he's a little bit of a love triangle.
There is a love triangle between Lennox and Xander and myself. I come in and just totally disrupt everything, and I am now, it hasn't aired yet, but I'm dating Lennox on the show, and then a lot of crazy stuff happens. It's going to be fun.
We are here with the absolutely stunning Emily Shaw, former Miss New Jersey. Now, what do you put into, what kind of preparation to get ready for a red carpet? Because I know you walked a ton.
Yeah, well, it's completely different from pageant life. You know, doing red carpets in Hollywood is so different. Pageant life's very glamorous, and the big hair and all the makeup and stuff, but Hollywood's very, I mean, yeah, you still have that glam side, but it's more subtle and kind of who you are. More your name than Miss New Jersey USA.
You were in one of the most popular films of 2008, Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na. Tell us a little bit about your experience with that film.
Yes, it was a small little humble film that Amir was kind of honing, and it was just an unprecedented success that we found. We weren't really expecting it. So it was a bunch of newcomers.
You always maintain that you're very close to your family,
Yes.
and your father is a very, very successful director. Have you ever thought about going into directing or producing?
I think it's one of those natural progressions which probably will happen in due course of time. I just believe that to be a director, you need a lot of experience. You need to be, I think a little more time to sort of get that feeling inside you when you feel that you could. It's really tough to direct, man. It's really tough. You know, I mean, I've seen my dad, and I must share a small anecdote with you. When I was a kid, and I was on the sets of, I think, Dilwale or something, and Dad was shooting with Ajay Devgan, and there were other people, and I remember going up to him and telling, "What are you doing on set?" So he looked at me and said, "What do you mean?" I said, "The actor knows his stuff, the writer's written the lines, the editor's gonna cut, the DOP is gonna be shooting. I don't understand what you're doing on set." So he sits and told me, I'm making sure that all these people have one vision. So they all are working in one direction. And that's pretty much what my job is. So that sounds easy. And then when I grow up and I start working with them, I'm like, yeah, that sounds like the toughest job in the world. So I think it's very, very tough to direct a film. So I probably need to be a lot more mature.
You made a film called Bulbul, which is about a young girl's journey. Tell us a little bit about the film.
Well, still, we shot the film. It's not completed yet. We are still working. We are still on a process of, editing and other stuff. And it's a story about a community that lives in India. It's called Banchara, and they are on, MP and Rajasthan, border of MP and Rajasthan. And they, for a living, they, their daughters are, they basically do prostitution, so it's same things, so it's very tough, it's a very complicated subject, because of they are doing, one of the reason is because they are considered as a lower caste, so they don't have any other opportunity. So this film is more not to talk about the negative side of this, the positive side of this, people too, like how we as a filmmaker, how we as a human being, and as an Indian community living in the United States or around the world can help and solve this issue and empower them, and show them the path or teach them or support them so they can find their own way.
Now tell us a little bit about your upcoming projects, because I know you just finished producing a movie and are producing 2 more.
Yeah, I just finished producing a movie called Love is Strange with John Lithgow and Alfred Molina and Marissa Tomei, and it was out in theaters in August, and it did really, really well. It got some great reviews.
Sundance, right?
Yeah, it went to Sundance, it went to Tribeca, it went to the LA Film Festival, it went to Berlin Film Festival. It's done with its run in the US, and now it just opened in France, and we got amazing reviews in France.
Wow. Now, do you get to see all your movies in every country?
I wish I could go to every time. I've seen it so many times. I've gone to every film premiere in the US.
I am here with the gorgeous Maneka from Officially Couture by Maneka. Now, this is one of your own, right?
Yes, this is one of my own. Thank you so much.
Now, what type of stress do you go into while preparing for a fashion show?
A whole lot. I just try to keep it really normal looking right here. But it goes from the makeup artist to the hairstylist to obviously the clothing, picking out different colors, segments. This time I was very fortunate. Showbiz India did help out a little bit. So, but other than that, it's fun.
Now, fashion show stress to, I hear, movie stress. You dressed some of the cast members from Miss India America for the movie.
Yes, I did, and that was such a fun project. And there was Hannah Simone in that film as well, and she wore this beautiful light yellow sari, wore it so well. That was really fun too. We had, it was like a pageant, obviously, in different segments and colors again. I love our Indian culture, full of color, so it was fun.
Now, do you have an American line as well, showcasing the same Indian colors but in American clothing?
So tonight we have kind of a fusion. Our first segment is going to have a fusion look, and we carry brands like Riddhi Mehra. So her gowns are phenomenal. You'll see them tonight. Pure raw silk, a lot of the fabric that is used, and we use Georgias, and velvets are coming back because it's getting cold again.
Where can we find all of your designs?
I am located on Pioneer Boulevard in Artesia. So we are online, but we don't sell online, so we just have some information on there. But come on by. We're pretty central.
We are here with Michael Colstrand, Vice President of the USA Western Division of Etihad Airways. Now, Michael, tell us a little bit about what Etihad is all about and how it's different and unique from other airlines.
Well, firstly, thank you and congratulations on 16 years. What a great accomplishment. Yeah. And at Etihad Airways, we're delighted to be here tonight supporting this wonderful event. And
happy to have you.
Thank you. And just as Showbiz India is an industry leader in terms of fantastic coverage of Bollywood and South Asia, so too is Etihad Airways, an outstanding service provider in terms of hospitality for our guests. And at Etihad, we don't just benchmark ourselves against the finest airlines in the world, but we compare ourselves and benchmark against the leading hospitality providers. And in fact, we've incorporated several service elements that you find in the finest hotels and restaurants into our in-flight service, which differentiates us from other airlines.
That's incredible. Now I have to ask you about that. Can you give us some examples?
Of course I can. So for those fortunate enough to fly in first class, we have onboard chefs. And these chefs are not simply pressing a button and heating up food. They're professionally trained chefs who come to us from fine restaurants around the world. And they're there to create exquisite meals for our guests, whether they want to choose from the menu or they fancy something that's not on the menu. And our guests can dine anytime throughout the flight, just like you'd expect in a hotel, when you call room service, or at a nice restaurant around the world.
Now, tonight's event is all about women's empowerment and influential female leaders in the industry. And I hear you have something interesting called the Flying Nanny program. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we do indeed, and it's traveling with children is a daunting task for even the most seasoned travelers. And I can tell you, I have 2 small children, so I know how difficult it is. So we thought, wouldn't it be great if we could offer parents an extra set of hands while they travel on a long-haul flight? And wouldn't it be wonderful to help provide a little extra entertainment for our youngest guests, the children on board? And we've had this in place for almost a year, and it's been an amazing success. The parents really appreciate the extra set of hands. The children are a bit happier, and happy children equal happy guests all the way around. So it's a wonderful program. program.
Now, in the last 10 years, Etihad Airways has expanded to many different cities, including Los Angeles. And tell us a little bit about the other cities that you will be expanding to.
Well, thank you. It's absolutely true. So Los Angeles just launched in June, daily service via Abu Dhabi to 11 cities across India, as well as Pakistan and Sri Lanka. So the flight's doing fantastic. It's a great option for the guests here in Southern California. In 3 days, actually, on Tuesday, November 18th, we're launching daily service from San Francisco. So for all the viewers in the Bay Area, it's a great opportunity to try Etihad for the first time. And then on December 3rd, we're going to be launching service from Dallas. So that'll bring us up to 6 cities across the U.S. That complements our daily service out of Chicago, out of Washington, and our double daily service out of New York.
And this is all to India?
This is all to Abu Dhabi and then connecting to 11 cities across India. So when you think of doing a trip to India, you should really think of Etihad.
Now, this is something extra special. Etihad was named one of the most in-demand employers by LinkedIn. And why do you think this has been named?
You know, it's a great place to work, I think, first and foremost. We have 22,000 employees across the world from 140 nationalities, if you can believe. And every one of them are here because they want to be here and they want to deliver outstanding service and hospitality. And, you know, we're growing so quickly. So where people are doing well, there's huge opportunities for growth. So I can just tell you it's a great place to work.
Why do you think Etihad makes the ultimate flying experience?
Well, I think it's a subjective question, but you know, in our view, it's a combination of world-class comfort, choice, and hospitality, and it's something that needs to be delivered on a day-in, day-out basis with all of our guests. So, you know, that's our benchmark. That's what we strive for, and I think we do a pretty good job at it.
And what can we expect to see in the future?
Well, we continue to grow. We have several hundred aircraft on order, so we're going to be launching a number of new routes over the next 10 years. And in fact, we'll be taking delivery next month of our first A380 aircraft. And I don't know if you've heard of the Residence, but it'll be the very first aircraft that will have the Residence by Etihad. And this is a 3-room, 130 square foot private suite that is for one guest or two. It has a double-wide bedroom, it has an ensuite bathroom with shower and a separate living area. And if that's not enough, we actually offer butler service, and these butlers are trained at the famed at the Savoy Hotel in London.
Do they have accents?
They have beautiful English accents, I believe.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah, so, you know, everything we do is about hospitality. Everything we do is about providing the best in class to all of our guests. So we're delighted to be here tonight. Thank you.
I'm here with Bilal Razak, who's the Vice President of Sales of Reshma Femme. Bilal, tell our viewers a little bit about Reshma Femme.
Well, hi Tasneem, thanks for having me here. It's a great pleasure to being part of the Showbiz India. Showbiz India is the parent company for Reshma Femme. Reshma Femme was started, I would say, about 22 years ago by Reshma Doherty's dad. And recently, her passing away, she took over the part of the company, and she wanted to take it to mainstream, and that's why I ended up joining the Reshma's team.
And Reshma Femme has come a long way in the few years that it's been, around. So tell us a little bit about the achievement.
Well, yes, initially it was a rough ride, just like any other company, but after the first year, we got into retail accounts like Sally and many different beauty supply stores, but for 2015, we got accepted Walgreens, Rite Aid, most likely, and Kmart. So that's great success for us for we're looking for to achieve in 2015.
Yeah, that's absolutely huge. Tell our viewers a little bit about the products that they can, find at Reshma Femme.
Well, they started with the natural henna coloring, which has been there for about 22 years. We took that natural henna coloring to the mainstream market, and now we're focusing on different ideas, innovative products such as the oils, and even products such as a henna tattoo kit, skincare products. But our theme is being 100% natural, and we're trying to focus on 100% natural arena.
Lastly, it's our Sweet 16.
That's right.
Do you have any well wishes or any advice for us?
Well, I'd say, for you guys, let's just change it now from Sweet 16. We'll watch you guys reach Sweet 60. How's that?
Yeah, that sounds great. Here's wishing Showbiz India a very happy Sweet 16.
But the party's not over yet for us, so we are going to enjoy the rest of our nights dancing the night away.
But we'll see you all back here next year.
Bye.